Hi, we're Holiday with the Heathers. We are a married couple who have been lucky enough to have travelled to over 20 destinations over the past 8 years, experiencing the culture and cuisine the world has to offer. Although the world has come to a standstill, you can still follow our life's journey by watching our weekly vlogs. We know the prospect of travel is uncertain. We don't know where, we don't know when, but we will fly again someday. Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. We are Holiday with the Heathers. I'm Jess.
And I'm Wayne.
As we are in Tier 4 lockdown in our local area, we have decided to show some footage from our family vacation to the good old US of A.
During this trip we visited New York, Chicago, San Fran, San Diego and the Grand Canyon, finishing off in Las Vegas. If you would like to see more, please keep watching.
This 3-week trip started off in New York City. We were joined by Wayne's younger brother Matthew. As you can see here, we have made the return trip from Staten Island, New York, back to Manhattan. You can take a free return ferry every 30 minutes back and forth from Whitehall Terminal in Lower Manhattan to St. George Terminal, Staten Island, taking in the breathtaking views of the New York skyline. We recommend taking the ferry at night so that you can see the bright lights of the Big Apple.
Don't forget to grab a snap of the Statue of Liberty in all of her glory. This ferry is a great way of saving money, so you have more to spend on Fifth Avenue.
The reason why we don't have a lot of footage from this trip is because at the time of filming we weren't vloggers, and we lost a lot of footage over the years. Sadly, after 3 amazing nights in New York City, we had to say goodbye to the city that we loved. Our flight to Chicago was boarding.
Shortly after landing in Chicago, we were desperate to take in the sights. We took a boat ride from Navy Pier, departing from the West Dock, sailing down the Chicago River.
We paid $23 per person for this 40-minute Skyline Lake tour. These tickets can be purchased from the Shoreline Sightseeing kiosk down at Navy Pier.
Hi, and welcome aboard to Shoreline Water Taxi Skedaddle. This is U.S. Coast Guard Inspector Vessel, which means we have life jackets on board for everyone. Life jackets are directly under your seats. Children and anyone 90 pounds or under are located in the white box below the bow house. If you do have computers on board, we ask that you refrain from standing in our seats, leaning all the way over the vessel, and we do ask that you not smoke it off. Feel free to walk around the vessel, take pictures. Just use caution. Water taxis are running today every 20 minutes. Our last water taxi is at 6:10 from the Navy Pier. Thanks for riding the Kingman Arizona.
Later on in the trip, we decided to visit Chicago's main zoo, known as Lincoln Park Zoo. This zoo also has free entry for the public.
After a short train ride via the Red Line, we found ourselves in Millennium Park. We used this time to cool off under the Crown Fountain.
As you can see from these photos, this is a great opportunity to get photos with the Chicago landmark, the Bean.
We loved our short stay in Chicago, but we left our hearts in San Francisco back in 2015 from a previous visit, when it was just the two of us, so we dragged Matt along with us for a second visit.
We took in the sights and sounds from the Golden Gate Bridge. The bridge is free for walking passengers. The bridge is 1.7 miles long, takes 2 hours round trip to walk, and the views are breathtaking. After our long walk, we took a break at the famous Fisherman's Wharf at legendary arcade Musée Mécanique.
This arcade was full of classic vintage arcade games and slots. The majority of these games cost just 25 cents. The three of us could have easily spent hours in here, but our ferry to Alcatraz was waiting to depart.
After the short journey across the San Francisco Bay, we finally made it to Alcatraz, formerly known as the Rock to the former inmates. We were so excited to visit this maximum security prison where the likes of Al Scarface Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly formerly called home. This massive building you see before you has been a Civil War fortress, an infamous federal prison, bird sanctuary, lighthouse, and even an Indian settlement. This section of the vlog is over 5 minutes long without commentary. If you would like to skip ahead, we don't mind. Check the description box below for the minute marker to watch the rest of our trip, where we rent a car and continue our journey throughout California on to San Diego.
Yeah? You have to be skinny. To get what? No, Jennifer.
In this footage you will see Alcatraz in its entirety, including the cells of Frank Morris, brothers Clarence and John Anglin, and Alan West, the 4 prisoners who tried to escape Alcatraz. Alan West decided to stay behind after his failed attempt to escape. After their attempt to escape in 1962, no one knows if they drowned or survived to tell the tale in secret. Escape from Alcatraz, a blockbuster starring Clint Eastwood, tells the tale of their brave escape.
Oops, sorry. Recording.
Do not stand on the benches.
Bye-bye, Alcatraz.
Sit at the benches or move over the rails. If you have young people...
Our time in San Francisco was fast approaching the end. We had spent an amazing 13 days in 3 busy cities. As good as city life was, there wasn't much time for relaxation. The next leg of the trip took us to Point Loma in San Diego. This laid-back beach environment would help us to recharge our batteries, ready for the lights of Las Vegas. We picked up our hire car and made the 8-hour drive through California, stopping off at various rest stops along the way. This was the first time Matthew had driven in the States.
I was on a plane to California. I had all the time I'd ever need. Did you even know I was looking for you? I think that I was hiding in between. How long, how long, how long did you wait for me? How long, how long, how long did you really need to figure it out? I got in a cab when I first got here. Take me to the only place I know. Listen to the people that I found here.
As you can see, Wayne and Matt took it in turns to drive the long journey to San Diego. As I don't drive, I recorded the breathtaking views that the Californian landscape had to offer, even seeing a cactus or two.
After 9 hours, with stops, we finally made it to San Diego.
We arrived at our hostel named High Hostel in Point Loma, where we had time to relax on the outdoor hammocks, enjoy Taco Tuesday theme nights, and pancakes and eggs every morning. The hostel was well kept with a fully stocked kitchen with state-of-the-art appliances and even laundry facilities. Across the road from the hostel was a supermarket, Chinese takeaway, and one of America's favourites, a Little Caesars. The beach was a short 15-minute walk away from the hostel, with plenty of bars and restaurants serving up delicious Californian burgers with that all-important slice of avocado. During our 4-day stay in Point Loma, we spent most of that time by the beach and relaxing and walking the long pier.
The one busy day we did have was visiting San Diego Zoo. Jess and myself always try and squeeze in a zoo trip wherever we are. We just love animals.
Later that night, the three of us visited the Venetian Italian restaurant, situated around the corner from our hostel. Anyone for some extra garlic bread? This was our goodbye meal before we set off on our 6-hour road trip the next morning, driving to Kingman, Arizona.
finally arrived in Kingman. Kingman is a small, quaint town situated on the world's famous Route 66. Although small in comparison, Kingman didn't disappoint. In our 3-day stay, we enjoyed bowling, various restaurants and Walmart. Who doesn't love Walmart? One particular restaurant, where the pork chops are just to die for, was the Danbar Steakhouse in Kingman.
We stayed at a local motel called the El Trovatore Motel, famous for its themed rooms and exterior. We even managed to fit in a day trip to the Grand Canyon.
It was a 3-hour drive from our motel in Kingman to the Grand Canyon. So it was an early start for us all. Once again, Matt and myself shared the drive-in. Entry to the Grand Canyon costs $30 per vehicle. There are 2 bus routes to take to see the beauty of the canyon. We opted for the red route because we were told it had better views.
The Grand Canyon is a steep-sided canyon carved by the Colorado River in Arizona. The Grand Canyon is 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and attains a depth of over 1 mile. It is possible to camp overnight, but you need permission from the back county office. Believe it or not, the Grand Canyon is bigger than the US state of Rhode Island, America's smallest state. You are not allowed to take any natural souvenirs from the Grand Canyon, including plants and rocks. The Grand Canyon is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. On site, there is a visitor centre and a gift shop, including various water fountains dotted around the park to keep you hydrated in the blistering heat. Make sure you wear comfortable shoes and bring a water bottle.
It took the 3 of us half a day to complete the red route. This included time for lunch. If you wish to do both routes, we would recommend a full day.
We would recommend staying at this motel. The staff were so friendly and accommodating. Click the link down below in the description box if you would like to check out this motel.
It was time to pack up our bags and leave Kingman.
We were ready for our last leg of the trip, Las Vegas. The drive from Kingman to Las Vegas was just under 2 hours long. The journey to Las Vegas took in some outstanding views. We wanted to stop off at the Hoover Dam, but unfortunately we didn't have the time. More importantly, we wanted to save our money for the casinos. Also, the car had to be returned to McLaren Airport by early afternoon.
We arrived in Las Vegas in excellent time. After returning the car, we took a short Uber ride to our hotel, the Luxor.
The Luxor, known for its iconic pyramid shape, is located between the Mandalay Bay and the Excalibur Hotel. The Luxor features a casino and live entertainment.
After completing our check-in and dropping our bags off in our room, we could finally see what the Las Vegas Strip had to offer.
Whilst overlooking the Strip from the Westgate Resort Food Court, here are some interesting facts about Las Vegas. Las Vegas Strip is a stretch of South Las Vegas Boulevard in Clark County, Nevada. The Strip is about 4.2 miles long, known for its lounges, showroom, casinos, theatre and various nightclubs. The oldest hotel in Vegas is known as the Golden Gate Hotel in downtown Las Vegas, opening in 1906. The first casino received its gambling license in 1931, known as the Northern Club. After exploring the Strip, we decided to get some food at the local food court. At night, the Strip comes alive. The bright lights leave you in awe, including the famous Bellagio fountains. This water show runs every 15 to 30 minutes every day.
Later that night we checked out the casinos. We even had a little flutter on the slots. Just a little tip, if you're playing the slot machines or at a table, you will be offered free drinks. But please remember to tip the server a few dollars.
Later on in the trip, we decided to leave our hotel and attend the Club Light. This nightclub was situated next door in the Mandalay Bay Hotel. The night we visited had an offer where all of the ladies received free drinks. Let's check out our epic night at Light Nightclub. if you get an amazing offer of free drinks, enjoy yourself, but please drink responsibly or you will end up like me in this clip. If that wasn't enough, we even had time the next evening to watch a theatre show. Sober, of course.
Sadly, all good things must come to an end. After 5 amazing nights spent on the Las Vegas Strip, taking in the lights, casinos and shows, it was time to say goodbye. We tearfully repacked our suitcases and made our way to the airport.
We hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. This is something new that we have never done before. We have included voiceovers, new music, and found footage that we'd filmed years ago from our trip in 2016 when we visited America with Wayne's brother Matthew. If you would like to see more videos with content like this, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Please click that notification bell if you'd like to see more of our content on our channel. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe, and we will see you in the future, hopefully with more vlogs when we leave this lockdown. Thank you for watching. We're Holiday with the Heathers.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do?